Buenos dias from Mexico City. I'm here in Chapultepec Park. This is a humongous urban park. Tons of stuff in this park. There's a handful of museums, one of which we're going to check out. This gigantic commemoration. It looks like there's a bunch of cafes, restaurants, lots of activities to do. So we're going to spend the day here. It looks beautiful so far. Here we have the Chapultepec Palace, but I didn't realize it was going to be this popular. The line goes all the way back there. Got our tickets. That line actually wasn't as intimidating as I originally thought. We only ended up waiting like 10 minutes, so it was fine. And now we get to go in. I had read little blurbs online that said that this is the only royal palace in the entirety of the Americas. I'm actually not sure which royalty. I'm assuming Spanish royalty, but we will find out. This is a fancy one. Emperor Maximilian and Empress Charlotte's gala carriage. Look at these designs on the furniture in this room. Gorgeous. I'm developing a very vague understanding of the royalty in this castle. So it sounds like there was a French invasion in the 1800s. And during that time, they put certain people on the throne of Mexico. He was Austrian and his wife was Belgian. But I don't really understand why they didn't put French people on the throne. Are you understanding something better than I am?
I thought it was an Italian king with a Belgian queen.
Well, it says over there that he was raised in the Austrian.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even understand why the French had the ability to appoint a king or queen.
It sounds like they were trying to colonize Mexico at the time.
And like the Mexican Republic was obviously very anti any foreign monarch.
Yeah, and they were actively had a counter revolution against it. But it looks like that monarchy resulted in this castle, from what I understand so far. So we've only been here.
Pretty
for
confident
20 minutes.
it's not a Spanish,
Yeah.
not a Spanish
Not a
royalty
Spanish,
like
yeah.
we first guessed.
Yeah, interesting. We will learn more. These are some impressive views. This is the Reforma street we walk down to get here, and you can see the monument. gorgeous garden here. I don't know if I've ever seen a grasshopper as a centerpiece of a fountain before. Interesting. I just see this Chapultepec symbol here, and it has a grasshopper on it. Maybe it's the Chapultepec symbol in some way.
Must be.
Yeah,
Must be.
That would make better sense. This is a pretty unique style of art for the time. This entire room is a mural by David Siqueiros, and it is depicting the Mexican Revolution. That was an amazing trip to Chapultepec Castle. Much more than just like the architecture and the residences, although that was beautiful. The stained glass there and the paintings. Amazing to see. But in addition to all of that, it's also a history museum. It mostly focused on the Revolution and Benito Juarez because he actually resided there for a time.
Didn't Porfirio Diaz live there for a time too?
Oh yeah, Porfirio Diaz as well. So yeah, more so centered around that type of history, that time era. What is this called, dear?
Ah,
The Fuente del
Fuente,
Nawa.
Nezahul Coil. Coil.
Very good attempt.
Gotta say it with confidence. Which I did not.
Once we got away from the castle area, it's been very peaceful to walk around. Nothing but space. We've stopped at Perua, which is a chain of cafes and bookstores. And this one is right in the middle of the park, and it looks beautiful. We've got some paninis and drinks.
Some good queso.
This is the Museum of Anthropology, and this is the lineup. It snakes all the way around. Oh my gosh. The line's moving along fast enough anyway. That lineup actually ended up taking quite a long time in the end because we had to wait again to actually buy the tickets. The first lineup was just a security checkpoint, but we're in now, we've got our tickets, and I think it's gonna be worth it. Look at this place. So I specifically chose this museum because online it is very highly rated, and a lot of lists say that this is one of the best museums in all of Mexico City, which is saying something because we've been to some amazing museums here so far. So had to check it out, and it looks great so far. It's a huge, huge building. This is super awesome. This is a reconstruction of that one pyramid at Teotihuacan that we went to a couple days ago. And this is a reconstruction of what it would have looked like fully painted. But the original actually looks very similar in terms of what's left over with the carvings. Wow, this is amazing. I wonder if this is what the paintings would have actually looked like. These are some crazy looking cactuses. Never seen them so knobby before. Cool. I have seen the picture of this in so many history books. It's called the Stone of the Sun. It says the one sculpture which identifies the Mexicas above all others is the Stone of the Sun. Because of its symbolic content with the names of the days and the cosmogonic suns, it was incorrectly identified as the Aztec calendar. So it says this is a large gladiatorial sacrificial altar, which was not finished because of a deep crack that runs from one side to the center of the piece at the rear. It must have been used to stage the fights between warriors in a ceremony. There's so much to see in here.